Hey guys, I'm Nikki. I'm a teacher. I love my job, and I'm here today to talk to you about, teaching and teachers and about why I became a teacher. And to be more specific, I'd like to share a story with you. A story about the moment in which I realized that teaching is something I want to do for the rest of my life. So, buckle up, it's story time. It happened 3 years ago. I was a language school teacher. I was teaching small kids. And there was this one class, it was grade 4, so basically kids around the age of 9 or 10. And in that class, there was this one boy who was a little bit different, let's say. He was super shy, extremely introverted, he didn't want to make eye contact. He had this funny voice, and whenever he answered, especially incorrectly, the other kids would make fun of him and they would laugh at him. And it was bothering me a lot, of course, because I was the teacher. It was my job to create safe, positive space for my kids, and I was clearly failing. So I came up with a very simple strategy. Before every single lesson, I went over my lesson plan and all the exercises we were going to do, and I circled the easiest questions, like the easiest ones, the ones I was absolutely sure that everyone would know the answer to. And whenever I wanted to ask that boy something, I used one of those questions, very seamlessly, of course. And once he answered correctly, I provided him with super positive feedback. I was like, great job and perfect, excellent, amazing, you're a star, I'm proud of you. I was basically trying to channel my inner drama queen, as you do, which is not that hard for me, honestly. And yeah, this went on for 3 or 4 months, and nothing was happening, and I was starting to lose hope. But then, something amazing happened. We were having a lesson, and I was explaining some new grammar, and I asked a question to the whole class, because it was a very difficult question, a tough one. And in that moment, for the very first time, that boy raised his hand, he looked me in my eyes, and he answered correctly and with confidence. And in that moment, I realized why I became a teacher in the first place. In that moment, I realized that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. And in that moment, I realized what teaching is all about. It's not about the grammar, the vocabulary, the whatever. It's about the kids or your students. It's about supporting them, motivating them, encouraging them, showing them that you care, believing in them, and never giving up on them. And sure, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's freaking difficult, right? Sometimes you feel like you're a failure. Sometimes you have no idea what you're doing. Sometimes you get yelled at. Sometimes you're stressed and anxious and tired, and sometimes your students disappoint you, and sometimes they drive you crazy, and sometimes they don't even allow you to care about them. But guess what? You do it anyway, because that's what teachers do. They care, and they never give up on their students. It takes one good teacher to literally change somebody's life. And that's why I think teaching is the best and the most fulfilling job ever. That's why I